So let's talk about the Dame trade. Dame got traded. Now I know you guys hear me happy, but I'm really not because Dame got traded to the Bucks, and honestly, let's face it, this is a big trade. Let's talk about this. Let's see what's happening, and let's see, what's happening with this trade and what are the details of it. I'm very excited right now because I think the Dame being with Giannis allows Dame the best possibility to win a ring. Second, well, I'm just gonna get into it. So Dame and Giannis are together. Damian Lillard got traded by the by the Blazers to the Bucks on a three-team trade with the Suns, right? So basically, the Bucks only received Damian Lillard. They gave up Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, like a few picks, right, from their part. Which, to get Damian Lillard for Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen already sounds like one of the best moves in NBA history, right? Like NBA, like so. Then the Blazers got Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Camera, and 2029 first round pick and two pick swaps. Now, those pick swaps for that first round pick, I don't know whose it is, but those two teams are good, and in 2029, that pick is probably extremely valuable, so I like that return for them. And the Suns got Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson, and they gave up DeAndre Ayton, and I think maybe a pick. So, okay, let's see what each one got. First, I'm going to start from the Suns, then to the Bucks. The Suns got Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. It's obvious that the Suns want to contend. They wanted depth, and they just got players who've been on championship teams, players who have played the game a long time. And I like this a lot for the Suns, I was talking about getting Yusuf Nurkic, but I also said that, like, what are you going to get with Yusuf Nurkic? Because Yusuf Nurkic is clearly not enough. And I like this trade because it allows them just to get more pieces. With this trade, apart from getting Yusuf Nurkic, which I talked about the other day, where I said the other day in my video that I like the trade, but I only like the trade if Yusuf Nurkic was gonna come with some valuable people. And in this trade, they got Yusuf Nurkic, right, which in my opinion is good for their team. He can stretch the floor. He's a more experienced big man, and he's gonna have so little touches on the team when it comes to just consistent offensive possessions that I like him more because apart from being much stronger than Ayton and probably being able to guard Jokic, he also brings a mental toughness which Ayton completely lacked and did not have at all. Like, Ayton had a lot of professionalism. He was a very professional player, and we have to give him credit for that, being able to stick with the Suns and play all of his games, even with all the commotion that happened. But when it comes to being an adult and a serious-minded person, you need a guy like Yusuf Nurkic who's been in the league for a while. Then they got Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. Grayson Allen and Keon Johnson are guards, shooting guards more specifically. Nasir Little is a small forward. This is just more depth. The Suns need as much depth as they can. And honestly, seeing this move with these pieces, Grayson Allen is a rotational piece in the finals and in the championship team. Keon Johnson and Nasir Little are net positives, and I like this deal just, looking at it, because especially for a team like Portland, you need to get out those ball handlers because you just got more players. For the Blazers, you get Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Toumani Camara, 2029 first round pick, and two picks. By the way, I don't know how to say his name. I don't know if it's Camara. I don't know how to say it, so I'm going to just say Camara, right? I like this trade a lot because what they said is that they didn't want to be bad. And that's exactly what they got, Even though you do have Scoot and it doesn't make sense to bring in another guard, I do like what Drew Holiday will probably do for this franchise in terms of leadership. I do think that they just got these pieces to build around Ayton and one of their guards and then trade Drew Holiday away, if I'm being 100% honest. But if that does not happen, then and if we get a year of maybe Scoot, Anthony Simons, and Drew Holiday. I think that Drew Holiday is a great veteran. He's a professional. He's playing in the finals. He's won a championship. And he's done enough with his career to the point where he knows, right, how to play basketball. and how to be a great basketball player in a professional mind. Drew Holiday is consistently winning the sportsmanship award, which, even though I know it's a kind of a unknown award, it does show that he's been a great teammate, he's been a great player, and he's been a great person for the NBA. So having that with younger guards is probably better than having Dame, because even though Dame is a great person to be your mentor, Dame has been extremely dysfunctional throughout the past few seasons with this team. They also got what they really wanted, which was 2029 first round pick and 2 pick swaps. So this basically gives them 2 valuable assets, right? In Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, which most championship teams would probably trade for, and it gives them enough picks to be able to, if they want to plan for the future, then they can. Finally, what I really wanted to talk about was the Bucks got Dame, right? And in my opinion, this is more than just a trade. This can shake up the league. First, I want to say, before anything, I just want to say congratulations to Damian Lillard. I want to say that honestly, he's one of the most resilient players I've ever seen. He's 33. He's older now, and honestly, when we look at him, it's good that he's going to another team. I want to say that it's good that he's leaving Portland, and what he's done for Portland has been absolutely spectacular. So I really enjoy seeing him and his trajectory go this way, because I think that Damian Lillard deserves to be a great player. I think that Damian Lillard needs to be able to be out of this situation, and him being given that luxury, and being able to be in a franchise which actually gives him a chance to win a championship, right? We're not talking about Miami, in which he would have to fight. We're talking about a team which has actually done it before. So I like that a lot for Dame. Second, I want to say that Giannis cannot complain about Milwaukee now. He talks about, I want a team that can win. If you look at the starting 5 or the players which the Milwaukee Bucks have, they made this trade without trading Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, Joe Ingles, Jay Crowder, or any of these rotational dudes which they are so known for, And in my opinion, this is the only thing that you could ask for. If you are Damian Lillard and if you are Giannis Antetokounmpo, there are no excuses left. With Damian Lillard, you got exactly what you wanted. A team which was a contender, has a good culture, has good places, where even a guy like Rich Paul, a manager in the NBA, said that this is one of the best teams to send your players to, now gets a superstar, which is exactly what they've been looking for. They did not lose depth, right? They still have Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, etc. And now Damian Lillard, as a player who's been talking about going to a contender, and Giannis, who's been talking about leaving Milwaukee if they don't make it competitive, now both of them got the opportunity of their dreams. They're 2 players which complement each other, play extremely well in the playoffs, and have consistently been some of the greatest players in the league, and they're both veterans in the NBA. So now Damian Lillard got traded to the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo is still on the Bucks, and the team looks phenomenal. So next year, I'm expecting a championship or bust season until these two don't play together anymore. Now, what we see from this trade, right, apart from it being championship or bust, is how is this going to shape a conference like the East? When the Heatles came around, if we're being honest, they had to smack everybody because everybody had to get better just to face them, right? And when we look at a team like the Celtics or the Sixers, what are they thinking of now when they have this team, like this team is going to be extremely good. And in my opinion, if you're game planning for them and if you're going to make it make sense, it is going to have to come down to who plays better basketball. And I'm sorry, but Damian Lillard and Giannis seems pretty unstoppable. So if you're a team like the Celtics, like the Sixers, like the Nets, like the Heat that want to compete in the East, right now all that you have to look at is how are we going to stop this team? Well, I think that's about it. You know, Dame finally got it. I'm really happy for this. I'm just not happy that he didn't go to Miami, but that's just me. What do you guys think about the trade? What do you guys think about the fit? And what do you guys think about everything?